Good morning everyone, my name is Erbina. I come from class 2.2 of English education. At this moment, I want to retell the story about Cinderella. Once upon a time, there was a young girl named Cinderella. She lives with her father and mother happily, until one day her mother died and everything changed. Her father had married with a widow with two daughters. Her stepmother and stepsister were cruel and didn't love Cinderella at all. They pretend to treat Cinderella in good way only in front of Cinderella's father. They were very bossy and forced Cinderella to do all the housework by himself. Cinderella worked all day and was only allowed to rest at night by the fire near the cinder. That's why everyone called her Cinderella. Cinderella was fashionable. She was only given old rags by her stepmother. All her nice dresses now belonged to her stepsister. She was also lonely. One day, a ball would be held by the prince at the palace, and all people and young girls were invited. Knowing this announcement, her stepsister were so excited and bought some new luxurious and beautiful dresses for it. Cinderella really wanted to come with them, went to the palace, but she didn't even dare to ask her stepmother if she could go with them. She surely knew the answer would be, "You're staying at home and do the entire housework. Who's going to wash the dishes, scrub the floor, and prepare the bed if you come with us?" Cinderella was so sad that night. "Oh dear, I'm so unhappy tonight," Cinderella sighed. Suddenly, something miraculous happened. A burst of light appeared, and a fairy godmother shouted. "Don't be scared, Cinderella," said the fairy godmother. "I'm here to help you. I know you would love to go to the ball, and so you shall. But how am I supposed to go there in this wreck?" Cinderella replied. "The guards will turn me away." "Don't worry, my dear," said the fairy godmother. "Let me show you something. First, get me a pumpkin and bring me 7 mice. Make sure they are alive." Cinderella soon returned with all things that the fairy godmother needed: a pumpkin and 7 alive mice that she had caught in the basement. The fairy godmother flicked her magic wand and turned the pumpkin into a shimmering coach and the 7 mice into the six white horse and a coachman. Cinderella could hardly believe her eyes, but it was real. Then once again, with a flick of her magic wand, the fairy godmother turned Cinderella into the most gorgeous girl in, in that land, wearing the most beautiful dress that she had ever seen. The fairy godmother also gave her a pair of shiny glass slippers. "You shall go to the ball now, Cinderella," said the fairy godmother, "but keep in mind that you must leave at midnight, or you will find yourself back in rags in front of the prince, and all the magic spells will disappear." Cinderella had a wonderful time at the ball, and her beauty could catch the prince's attention. Then she danced with only the prince. The time passed quickly. She heard the first stroke of midnight. She remembered what the fairy godmother said to her. Without saying a word of goodbye, she left the prince and ran down to the steps. As he ran, she lost one of her slippers on the steps. However, it didn't stop her to pick it up because the last stroke of midnight was going to sound. "What a disaster it would be if I stopped to pick it up. I'd better hurry before the spells vanish," said Cinderella to herself. She just kept running and vanished into the darkness. The prince fell in love with her deeply. He picked up the glass slipper that was left by a beautiful girl and commanded his minister to find that girl whose foot fitted the slipper perfectly. "I will never be happy before I find her," said the prince. The minister tried the glass slipper on every girl's foot on the land, till there was no left but Cinderella. "This awful messy girl is simply impossible being at the ball," snapped the stepmother. "Tell the prince that he ought to marry the one of the pretty daughters. Can you see how ugly Cinderella is?" But when Cinderella tried, it fitted perfectly on her foot. Suddenly, the fairy godmother appeared and waved her magic wand. In the twinkle of the eye, Cinderella, dressed in an impressive dress, shining her beauty. Her stepmother and two stepsisters stared at her astonishment. "Please come with us, Cinderella. The prince is waiting for you," said the minister. Cinderella left her stepmother and stepsisters and married the prince. Eventually, they lived happily ever after. Okay, I think that's all I can tell. Thank you for your attention. Good morning and see you.